Hi. So, for triggers that aren't tested outside a trance, when the hypnotist decides to fire the trigger for the first time post-hypnotically, they can just adapt the instructions in video short 97 for use with this particular cue and outcome. And then, assuming the trigger triggers, there's nothing else to say really, at least not about installing and using a trigger for the first time. There are a couple of notes about using your triggers post-hypnotically going forward once they're successfully in place. When a trigger falls into disuse, often its effectiveness will begin to fade. It can be refreshed, of course, implying the same techniques used to install it in the first place. The exception to the extinguishment rule is when a subject just really loves the suggestion. This exception especially applies to erotic post-hypnotic suggestions. I have friends who like the idea of rapid-firing triggers over and over again in quick succession. My unscientific opinion, based on anecdotal evidence only, is when a hypnotist does this, they kind of break the trigger. I believe one wants to give the subject an opportunity to process the trigger as though it's a new instruction every time. If they're hit with trigger, 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 it seems as though they just struggle to comply in any meaningful way. Either it's overloading them with too much to do, or their critical faculty is just telling them it's silly. Give it some air. The reward component is always useful to include no matter how many times the trigger is used. For HypnoKing purposes, don't ever pass up an opportunity to engage in some constructive conditioning.